News OK's Press Row with the Oklahoman's Barry Tramel and Jenni Carlson is powered by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.
I'm Barry Tramel, and look who's coming to Stillwater. Harvard.
Get out your ascots and let's play some basketball. From the Opopco Studios in Oklahoma City, you're watching the Press Row. I'm Jenni Carlson. Press Row sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Wow, Barry, a first-round matchup in the NIT for Oklahoma State against Harvard, a team that maybe should have been an NCAA tournament team.
Well, maybe so, but I've got one question. What is an ascot? I don't know these things. My blood's not quite blue enough to know those kinds of things. But I will say this. Harvard's got a good basketball team. I don't like the NIT. Please don't misunderstand. But it does have its charms, and one of the charms is the strange bedfellows it makes. Harvard basketball, who knew they even played basketball at Harvard? You've heard of Penn, you've heard of Princeton. Last year we heard of Cornell, which made a run to the Sweet 16 in the NCAA tournament. All of a sudden, Harvard's got a team, and they're coached by a familiar name, Tommy Amaker, the former Duke point guard, Mike Krzyzewski assistant, and also the head coach at Seton Hall back in 2000. The Cowboys knocked out Amaker's Pirates in the 2000 Sweet 16. So now Amaker gets another shot at OSU, and frankly, it's a good shot because the Cowboys in recent years do not have a great NIT history. Often go out in the opening game, even when it's at Stillwater. OSU lost to Marist a few years ago at Gallagher-Iba in a first-round game. So beware, Travis Ford. This will be a very difficult game.
Well, and I know, like you say, Oklahoma State has struggled in the NIT, but it'll be interesting, too, to see how Harvard approaches this game, a team that shared the Ivy League title, did not get in, though. Princeton is the Ivy League representative in the NCAA tournament. So you wonder, is Harvard going to look at this as a chance to, thumb its nose a little bit at the NCAA selection committee, or are they going to be disappointed that they not only are playing in the NIT, but they had to go on the road? They didn't even get a home game in the NIT. I don't know the answer to that, but it is going to be interesting to see how a team like Harvard, which is not a basketball school, it's not a basketball power, how it fares against Oklahoma State, which, showed great signs in the Big 12 tournament. The way that they played in Kansas City, Travis Ford had to be saying, my gosh, where was this team back in February, back in January, when I needed them to win some close games. But I tell you, it is going to be a little interesting without a lot of students on campus. It's spring break, Barry. Crowd could be really small. I don't know. Both sides have got some issues here of motivation, I think.
Well, it's a very difficult assignment for some teams to get up for the NIT. I think you're right. Harvard's mindset would be a little bit unknown. But look at it this way. This is not a team that's used to the NCAA tournament. This is not a team that goes to the Sweet 16 every other year. This is not a team that is crestfallen when they don't make their stated goal. So I think Harvard will have the edge emotionally and mentally. I think they'll come to Stillwater with the idea, hey, let's knock off one of these BCS big boys. Let's go into this big arena and let's do some damage. And here's the thing to remember about Harvard. They're a very good team. If you watched that Ivy League playoff, they lost at the buzzer to Princeton. Princeton hit a shot at the buzzer to win by 1. So this is a very good team. Harvard might have kept Colorado out of the NCAA tournament. Harvard beat Colorado in the non-conference. This is a solid squad. It's probably the second best team in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, behind only Nenad Krstić Celtics. So this is probably a better team than Boston College, Boston U, which is playing Kansas at Tulsa, better than UMass, better than Northeastern, better than Holy Cross. Very good basketball team coming to Stillwater.
Well, and I would assume, like most of the Ivy League schools, I haven't really seen much of Harvard, but pretty fundamental. I mean, if you talk about, everybody knows Princeton, the legacy that they have in the NCAA tournament of being a tough team to beat because they are so fundamental in what they do. I mean, I would think that Harvard's going to bring that same ability, that same hallmark to the game in Stillwater. And if Oklahoma State does not come ready to play, if they don't come to play like they did in the Big 12 tournament, this is going to be another one and done in the NIT tournament. And I think Oklahoma State has a really good opportunity here to get some of its young guys some postseason experience. This looks like a team team that with its incoming players next year is probably going to be an NCAA tournament team again this year. So while it's nice to say, hey, Marshall Moses gets another chance to play, some of these seniors that are going out get a few more games if they keep winning. Really, this is about these younger guys. Get them some experience in games that where if you win, you keep going. If you lose, you go home, because next year they could have a really great opportunity in the NCAA tournament, but you have to have some of that experience to really be able to build on it. This could be a great opportunity for them, Barry, but you got to take care of Harvard first. Hey, stay with the best coverage team anywhere at newsok.com and every day in the Oklahoman.
News OK's Press Row with the Oklahoman's Barry Tramel and Jenni Carlson is powered by Dunkin' Donuts. America runs on Dunkin'.